Hey there, and welcome to Prompt Responses, the companion to my blog, This Side of the Apple. I'm Shonda Renee, and I am just here to read. Simple as that. These are my real, unfiltered responses to prompts that pull a little something real from inside. Sometimes they're personal, sometimes a little poetic, sometimes a little raw. Each episode is short, but the heart behind them runs deep. So thanks for stopping by, and let's get into it. Today's prompt is, what was the last live performance you saw? And my response is titled, Where the Music Lives. There's absolutely nothing like live music. It's the one thing I can think of that AI just can't replace. When musicians are in the groove, they exist on a whole different plane than the rest of us mere mortals. I never learned to play an instrument, one of several childhood regrets. As a kid, my priorities were all over the place. I recall enrolling in violin class and having every intention of going to violin class. But for some reason, they scheduled the class the same time as recess. And well, the monkey bars were calling. So what was a girl to do? So here I sit in awe and never truly understanding how they weave the magic they do. Chickaboom, wow wowing on the guitar, rat-a-tat boom banging on the drums, thump thump grooving on the bass, each in their own world, yet beautifully together. The last live show I saw was just last month for my birthday. My husband took me to Reno, one of our favorite places to unwind, gamble a little, and eat good food. We stayed at the Peppermill in a lovely room surrounded by Tuscan-inspired decor, big columns, a water feature with frolicking horses, and a guy blowing a horn that sprays water onto their heads. They looked like they were having a great time. Right across from that fountain is a bar that usually features live music. That night, the Sacramento-based Idea Team Band was performing, and they came to jam. The lead singer kept surprising us with genre-hopping medleys, bringing funk, a little country, and a sprinkle of reggae during their 4-hour sets. It was masterful and brilliant. We had a front row table, and every song had us table dancing until they hit us with Roy Ayers' Everybody Loves the Sunshine. That song is part of my blended family soundtrack. It got us up and out onto the completely empty dance floor. Just me, my husband, and a waitress who crossed the floor laughing and pointing to the crowd saying, "Y'all don't know nothing about this." But we did. We swayed in time, held each other close, spun, grooved a little solo jig, and came back together again. I never looked to see if anyone was watching, because it didn't matter. We were in our own world. And as Linda Susan Jackson wrote in her poem, Improvisation on Them, moving like movement in a still life picture. We got back out there a few more times for the bump and the electric slide, but mostly we stayed at the table, dancing in our seats and soaking it all in. We watched each musician take the spotlight and just go, especially the horn players and the drummer, who at one point, I swore, had a second set of arms. Musicians are truly magical. Whether it's your favorite band or someone you've never heard of, seeing them work their magic live is such a treat. I'm hoping Idea Team Band makes it to my city one day. I'm actually trying to make that happen. Send good thoughts that they end up on the lineup for one of our summer music events. Well, I can't wait to read other responses to this prompt. So make sure you stop by thissideoftheapple.com and leave a comment. Let me know what your last live performance was. Maybe it wasn't music. Maybe it was a play. I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks so much for listening to Prompt Responses. If something in this episode stirred something in you, I'm glad. These reflections are just a way of making sense of the world, one prompt at a time. I'm Shonda Renee, and you can find more over on this side of the apple. Until next time, take good care of yourself.